So, John, hey Nicole, hey, what's up? You hear us all right? Oh, Andrew, you're the divorce. Andrew? Okay, interesting. What's that? Good boy. There is big center good. Future Philadelphia Philly. Bet for tonight, everyone. James Wood. Opening appearance from Doc. I say hi. Everyone came here for us to see Doc. Yep. So Brock won't be able to join us tonight. Had to work late. So hopefully you can pop in and send some comments our way. Selection for Home Run Derby, honestly. Yeah. The list there right now. Yeah, I mean, come on, make that. It's weird. Like none of the big guys want to do it, and it's similar to like the dunk contest. Like none of the best players do. Yeah. I mean, they have Matt McClung, who's not even in the NBA. He was the star of the dunk contest. So, I guess we get before we get too far. What are you drinking? We had a 30 minute. 30 minute. A lot of the share, a lot of the weekend. Saw me drinking this. It's become my new favorite. It's nice light beer, so it's work night. It's working tomorrow, so we got nothing too crazy and drinking heavy. In a similar fashion, I got a Festina Peach, dogfish. It's nice and tasty, so it's pretty light. So yeah. He's $21 here. Somebody talks about the Phillies trading for him. I don't want him there. The guy can't stay healthy out there. I think he actually hurt his thumb like a week or so ago with batting practice. Yeah. Presenting the pinstripes. Give me your Yankees. So how he got MLB in the show. Yeah, I was not a fan. That's just awesome. He's flashy, and like I guess the kids like him. I don't like him. Didn't like him when he was with the Marlins. Even more so than I was with the Yankees. I don't expect him to take that tonight. Turn down. Who's mentioned we want to see that? Justin Jones, it's money. Big dumper. We told each other before. Yeah. You should have seen what he's wearing before I showed up. Yeah, we actually had the same thing on. We're like, shit. Shit. Luckily, we're at Brian's house. He's got bats and Philly shirts upstairs. Yep. It's Brock's boy, big dumper. Did you see what they're doing? The jersey numbers for the Derby? So the AL and all that. 3 for Babe Ruth. Oh, there's 44 for Aaron. That's for sure. There's my Derby choice. Who knows the park better than he does? Matt Olson. Can't wait for next year when it's in Florida. No, next year's gonna be nuts. Yeah, there. Yeah, we're still waiting for some sponsorships. Anybody want to be kind? Send your favorite podcast to the Home Run Derby. Yeah. So let's talk through the bets that we have for tonight. So to bring it up. As I mentioned, I got Matt Olson to win. I think he's plus 850. I check it. So I got James Wood to win. He's plus 275, but the old profit piece there, that's clutch. Thank you, Bet Rivers. He's up to plus 563 to win. So For the most home runs in the first round, I took James Wood. Larry hit the longest home run with Matt Olson. That's because we can't stop talking about him on the trade deadline. I put a winner bet in on Brent Rooker too. So I'm looking for Rooker or Olson to win. And I say payday. Let's see. Justin and Phroads in the chat. He said Matty, the first Braves to win the home run derby. Oh, in his home ballpark? Yeah. They like to let the home guys get a little leeway, Arthur in DC. Please, Justin must be just getting off. Remove your caps. Remove our caps. Really? It's that time. Yeah. Please letting garden letting because we got the joint forces. No. Tony Award winner. Your and you see what's so we had at the twice much and bright words. Sweet one, you're so good. Please dream. Thank you, Justin. The national anthem. Thank you to our military friends, family. Free service. Justin, what time is it out there in Alaska? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock? Got Brock in the chat. If you guys want to shout out, Brock. Hey, what's up, Brock? Miss you, buddy. See Paul's joined. There's Kevin. There's our elite listener. Hey, Lindsay. She was trying to each other. Junior. What's up, man? Want to go over the new rules? I think they're going to do it. Yeah, they're going to do it, but they keep changing up the format of it. I mean, I thought it was exciting when they were kind of just letting them rip within like 2 minutes. Yeah, they were worried about like the ball landing and then not being like actually landing yet, so that was just like kind of chaotic. But it's like the head-to-head. They changed it to head-to-head. They did like a seeding of that. I thought that was cool. They'll do that for the semis, so they'll be seeded in the semis, but I think they kind of just wanted to speeding them, which is what they still do on the top limits. It's kind of like the where it was before, where it was just Steven that told me to about watching my run derbies and getting sponsored, which is so they run with the timed rounds. So it's the rounds. Yeah, 3 minutes round or 40 pitches, whichever. I mean, it's still the best of the season sporting event out of all the major four sports. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Like I like the skills competitions when it comes to other sports. Games, like exciting. The games are all ridiculous. I mean,
the basketball game is basically like, all right, we're not playing defense.
Yeah, it's
Football, same kind of thing. So they've gotten out of hand. Hockey's a mistake. Like, watch, honestly. But they keep changing the format there. Well, that skills competition is stuff.
Yeah. And then they changed it for this past year with the Four Nations or whatever. And that tournament was it so exciting because the players were out there beating the shit out of each other. They're actually trying, and then it's just like, oh, we got these guys. It's 220, 210. Not playing defense. It's going to be very embarrassing for the NBA, but
Yeah.
so Justin got 4. It's 4 grants from the full back there. What's the difference?
I can find it ready to go. But
Brock's got the big dumper. Who else you guys got the one today?
Cruise for the win. Yeah, I don't blame you there, Adam.
So back to the bets.
I bet definitely gonna hit the furthest home run.
Yeah.
Also, but I have a feeling that Cruise is 100%.
The length of the longest home run for the bet today, the over under is 480. So I have over 480 feet and a half. I know Cruz will probably single-handedly get that bet for me.
Yeah.
Because that dude, when he gets a hold of it, that ball's going. I think he's hit over 480 a couple times already.
Yeah.
In regular season. So now this is the environment. The ball's probably a little juiced. It's exciting out there. So
what's the over under on for all home runs?
It was 240 for the 2.5 the Derby. Last year it was like 225, and the year before that, before they choose it for it, I was like 380. So Brian and I were discussing some potential challenges that we could do with like food and stuff, but we decided that we don't trust it yet. Let's get a little bit more consistent on some numbers before we come up with a challenge.
Yeah, we were thinking about running the hot dog thing back, but we weren't sure how we would be able to do it.
Yeah,
especially with them changing the format of time. So
the best network in the game.
that should be exciting. And so like we kind of mentioned, next year the All-Star game is actually going to be in Philly. So, Brian and I have always talked about whenever they do the All-Star game in Philly again, we got to make sure we get up there for the Derby. So it's definitely next year we'll be
like the All-Star game too.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get sticked around with their selections.
Yeah.
Not sure if everybody heard, but a couple of the Phillies were a little angry at the selections this year. Yeah. JT and Casty and Trent came out with some feedback on basically what happened was the new pitcher. He's only got 5 starts. Who's Rowski? Is that right?
Yeah, Rowski.
So the Brewers, he's got 5 starts and a similar ERA to Ranger and Chris Sanchez. But he gets into the All-Star game as opposed to them, who's pitched all year long. And it's, they were saying that it's very Savannah Bananas like, and it's just whoever's going to get you the most clicks.
Yeah.
So I agree. I mean, the guy's only been up for 5 starts. And just because he's electric doesn't mean that you should, not give the guys who've been doing it all year the respect that they deserve.
Look at Skeens last year. He was the All-Star starter. He had only pitched probably like 8 or 10 splits before he got named the All-Star starter. I mean, the kid's obviously crazy. He's starting again this year pretty smart. But I think it's like the same kind of potential they're trying to get with.
All the shitty thing is too. It's like, and I know the Phillies may not be the only ones that have this, but some players have like bonuses in their contracts where if I make an All-Star team, I get a bonus. So kudos to the Phillies. They actually paid out Christopher Sanchez. Yes, so he got dicked around with it a little bit, but kudos to the Phillies organization for actually giving him his bonus, well-deserved bonus.
Yeah. And I mean, he just pitched on Sunday, so he wouldn't probably have pitched anyway. But still, it's nice to get that accolade for your resume and stuff.
And the semifinal bracket will be a bracket style: 4 versus 1 as the total homers are taken into consideration. 3 versus 2. 3-minute round 40.
3 bonus outs.
Once it's shorter, it's just.
There we go. Jazz is about to chisel all over these chickens.
3 swing.
Hey, Nicole.
Ethan,
we're throwing a couple
Jazz
of
is probably more.
Get hot. Yeah, win 12 plus 1200 exactly.
He's probably more likely to get hurt than he is to win this thing. So good luck. See that one to the Rocks.
Yeah.
And we are just about set.
All right, here's my guy. He's up to bat. Let's see how he can do.
We should start going some national games, Bucks games. Future Phillies. Is that line?
254 pounds. It was 3
I'm gonna go 23.
I just love some 22.
Look at that. Mine's saying like, hey guys, got. What do you think, Mr. Wood's gonna do here?
This first season, that one was the first one that's going to leave the yard. Goes to right.
Wow.
Because he has so much fun to be in Canada, yes,
It's not kidding.
it's that is happening in the regular season. Watching the year. It's so easy.
No, I got this.
Here you got 2 minutes there to get.
This year,
Is that what I'm saying?
A lot going on in this.
Baseball might be the only major sport, obviously. That's the draft mid-season.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you saw, but I've heard a couple people talk about it. Phillies took a relief pitcher or a pitcher from Arkansas, first overall pick. Well, of course, everybody's like, "Hey, we need bullpen help." So they're talking about potentially bringing this kid up right after he gets drafted to help out the place. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. I'm not sure of who would be the quickest to ever be drafted and play in the big leagues, but yeah, I know Nola was the last Philly that they took in the first round that came up next year. Even Skeens, I don't think he came in right away.
Right. He was down for half a year and then came up to college. I mean, since they're in college, that's kind of like they go into like the top five, in my opinion. So
They're playing against some good talent. They're kind of almost the brink of being major league.
yeah. So I think the Phillies, their first 3 draft picks were
All pitchers. They're from college, just
just
So I think they're looking for guys because they can move quickly. You're not trying to get the 18-year-old. Like I think the kid that got drafted 1 overall from the Nationals, he was like 17 years old. So about 20 years would be a third. And Trey's contract there because I think it's a shortstop. But yeah. So once Trey's contract's done, then get number national insurance.
He was a dominant basketball player at the University of Richmond. He went to IMG.
That's it. Say 3 or 4 fans.
also 486.
Yeah, it's 480 mark.
It's easy. That. Did you throw in on that one? No. How many you guys, Chad? What do you guys like? Did you guys put any bets in or are you just making predictions? I would get some picks that aren't necessarily just in Delaware, but
Bodie's watching. He's a baseball player himself.
might see you in 2042 in that derby there, Bodie.
Yep. It's got to build his structure on it.
Yeah. He gets the height that like his dad.
If you get your dad's size.
So it's just so when James was
There you go.
see a rhythm right
How much that money on Buxton?
See the rhythm. That ball's
Money on Buxton.
That's his strength right there.
You want to go with your boy Chisholm? He's about the most easiest. Let's say nothing here is the most unathletic people trying to catch major league pop ups. Maybe we could do that.
Yeah, that'd be 6.
Stu actually being in the field, but we should all 3, you and Brock, just audition to be just in the outfield fielding 5 balls.
I mean, special, sure.
You already did. That could be some comedic. How many hammies you just hold?
See, I'm god awful at playing outfield and just slow pitch softball, so I can only imagine trying to see a baseball that's getting smacked in.
No. Brock, how's your outfield range, bud? Alex said not a chance. I'm just yeah, I don't blame you there, but
The Browns around, so you can swing it to the top on right now. So after he hits 425, he gets additional.
What?
That's good, James. Figure it out, bud. Sitting at 14 right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get over 20.
Get a response.
Yeah, I think I'll have most of runs.
That's definitely it's more exciting. It's right now, 30.
Who's in the chat betting everything against me? You might make some money.
To win a home run. The deal that's Washington to San Diego and Wood to DC. 2 months left in this bonus.
So I agree. I don't think Cal Raleigh's going to do great today, but
It's not gonna
so anytime he can go cuckoo on a ball.
Look at that catch.
There you go. That girl.
That would be me and Cameron right there, jumping up and down, hugging each other.
They said he's got their top.
one shot here that doesn't look like it's going to be far enough because of the 6.
15 for James Wood. Just see if he get one more or not. There we go. There it is. Get out of there. Out the 16th is long.
673. People mentioned already this year over.
No, I didn't push it. I think it was a ball.
James,
Again, 9 or 16 sets.
this is like a tripper now. When you get the chain, you get $1 million.
Oh, good.
$1 million yet. 16.
Those Cubbies, Kevin, looking good. Except for when you told them that they're going to lose 2 or 3 of the films. Appreciate that, buddy.
Oh, there's my guy.
Damn.
Little slim Ryan Howard out there.
Look how much taller Wood is than Howard. That's crazy.
Your credit savings taxes. So you can find.
Yeah, Ryan Howard was there. Yeah, I mean, that was his last try to be first was going down to an end. Yeah.
Just heating up the apartment, the excitement action in them. But scan the QR code there, go to MLB.com/tickets and plan your home visit.
Cam and there, we get 2 goals.
9,
16 next. Cameron says.
186.
Cameron is 16.
George,
7.
James,
the game. 9. Yeah, there you go. That's all right.
16 for both. It's going to be a tie.
I'm going to go over with Rooker. Over 6 for 16.
I don't really talk a lot about how when he came in All-Star 2023. He didn't feel like he belonged there.
He actually did dice roll to see his over on race. So that. Going down just over. First 2 are.
Yeah,
There's 3. Oh,
finally have
clearly.
truly is an all. I know, Albert, but a 3 right out of the gate, including an absolute.
That's another one. Nice crushing it.
Train. He stays back.
Maybe.
I like him. Hands are staying in one position too.
It's going to get to 16 of like 18 swings.
Yeah.
She's like, is it mean
They get there.
throwing a joke? Race through the mid area. Just to. She was
Time.
Oh, it's not in the dirt this year.
Yeah.
Elon's. Yeah.
This ball's hit down the left field line.
I think this is one of his better years. I mean,
He's actually having a pretty good year.
Francis,
The new deal with the Mets, they brought him. It's been good.
he's chasing 16, set by Wood. Got a timeout, guys, down to a minute 23. Trying to get one more here before it's off. Here it is. Lost time.
he times up not really. What's the date of his first 9 swings of runs?
Nice. Like baseball.
What's the take care of
Scary. And so
secret.
Great ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun, accessible ways to play our great game. You want to learn more? Free home find a link near you. Go to playball.org and follow on Playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Guy to Alden's point, the A's played off waivers in 2023. He was contemplating taking he and his family to since the start of that season. His first for the A's is 89 homers, are ninth most in the majors over that stretch.
So I didn't notice with Wood or not, but Rooker, he took his time on writing for 21 to his 26. So that's one of their strategies, just kind of just Rooker until they get to 20 pitches and take their break and try and break her.
Guess what? It's still get reminded of it. But you only get 40 baseballs too. If you mix out it, you gotta swing it every time.
Well, it's big ass gloves.
Tough to go to dead center when you're not lining up too much. He's on center field, so just a few.
7 pitches left. He's got 13 home runs, 24 seconds.
5 pitches to go. 14 is first. Hardest to the top. It's not like the team. This is really good.
Look, bro. Throw him. That's just right. Sitting at 14 with the bonus round. Controversy looks like he's been jipped a couple pitches there. Rather be Joker.
You're not moving early on. Right? You know, what's the best play? He's going to hit the ball back. You see his top hand coming. That 200 is left by hand. He's doing the baseball and he's finding a way to hit to the shorter part of it. He got the mark out, and when he got stuck, you saw a lot more top off the number. That's 14. Right there where he needs to be. This round here is going to be huge for him. And he's looking to hit one at least 425 feet. Give him an additional tough. See on the upper left, the big square.
What's the lead?
He's going to check that.
Save my I can jinx this one in to fruition.
So you can see the difference between yeah. He's people tolerate.
It's not product concern. Some shitty shit too sometimes. We very well eating wings.
There's something. I think it's better instead of the top 4, but I think it's very similar.
Turn right for him.
That much.
Just thinking of what that Peppers is going to do to.
Just turn on the eyes. Oh, God,
Age 15.
what games we deserve that day?
Is he hitting me over 4 years?
See,
What's the is it 480?
480 was just the over on this thing.
What's the additional help?
So it's 424,
425, actually.
so that was 446. So usually we have the 446.
To reach the field and realize can't take home run increase in home runs across group. Since we started last year with 59. Only Raleigh that's in this team has more than 72. And how the kids dirty this year. Good chance to introduce it worth it.
Guys, everybody wants to see you do this.
So this is another.
Air
Right here in Berlin, yeah, that's just a scheme. Or for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
All right, Rooker, might as well win the whole thing.
Let's try to get this is. In contact tonight. No one asked. It's catcher's feet, so I like this round.
we got Tyler in the chat still.
Here, Mark. You did just
Tyler here. Let's talk through the rules changes that you wanted to go through.
There, Josh said he'd be okay with him winning it all. Yeah, he's been in trade talks the last 2 years, just for he's kind of being
the machine.
from the league. That's true. Rays are trying to make a big addition at the All-Star break. They usually go for their athletic farm system.
Take the 40s. Good one. So you can have the players trust. Players the record to use their platforms for good. And this summer has got players to them. We need to
Tyler. Right back.
here. The baseball players continue to build the
Kevin had the under and the girl catching the ball.
This match by a deep commitment to
Seems like she knows what's going out there, man.
Yeah.
in 30 years, the players trust.
Certain in dead center.
With the Major League Baseball Players Association has empowered players to turn their passions to helping others into lasting impact. By working with players individually and collectively, Trust develops programs and initiatives that inspire, educate, and support the next generation of leaders. This year, 6 outstanding students join us at All-Star Week in Atlanta, a reflection of the Trust global and local reach.
Somebody else's dogs like to get up and down, up and down, up and down.
For their exceptional participation in the players and shares inspiration that fosters cross-cultural collaboration
Stop missing
and
it.
teamwork, guided by Major League players sharing their own experiences. 2 students, one from the Dominican Republic and one from Brazil, earned their place by winning the MLB Players STEM League Global Championship. Baseball-inspired program that strengthens student skills in math, strategic thinking, and sportsmanship. Presenting our host.
So we will not be telling Doc that anyone loves him.
Yeah. Not yelling.
Impact
Not gonna do it through there.
as well as globally. These international initiatives with
The way she love him though.
players themselves. Other countries. These
Our friends, card collectors,
players.
reach out to Adam Sturgis if he's still in the chat. He does card breaks. Actually, there was one last Friday. In a month, if you're interested, he's doing an NFL break coming up once we get on teams.
Great job. Interacting with the youth. Seriously, Francisco with the.
All right, so Tyler said, okay, first one I've got for you guys, the most chill one. All change I make is baseball is the expanded first base.
You're talking about the like little league bases where they've got like the extension on the fair.
So like
Or foul side.
too many collisions hurting players on bang bang plays at first. In theory, this will help base runners not slide. Yeah,
Tampa Bay Rays.
It just makes it look weird.
I mean they already increased the size of the bases.
Yeah. That helps stolen bases for sure.
Eddie, you've been talking about this guy a lot. Talk about what he does.
I said under 16. Is it going home again, or I mean, 15 or 16 going over? I said, yeah, it's going to 2.
I've never seen this kid, so I'm bound. But
I think I have a rookie card of his or something.
I still.
Yeah, you know, should stick along the.
Yeah, I know. 5 years, 6 years.
Oh, it's unfair. His Woods isn't too long to start either. Rookie got on fire in the start, kind of hit a dry spell in the middle, so.
Yeah,
I mean, he's already got back up to 4. For Chapel with nice for Jazz.
I think we can just do this for Jess.
Replaced Redmond, looks like Ramirez then checked out, so Givington's.
Taylor says also kids now play with this style of first base. We'll need to change their game style coming on single thing to school ball and so on. I get it, I just don't like it. Kids.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Obviously, you don't want to lose like a star player colliding in the first baseman or getting hurt out there.
I don't want your boy A-Rod just running into guys, throwing his arms with his gloves.
But the best thing I think baseball has going for them is that they have 3 levels before the major, so they can test these types of rules out.
So he running 23, probably went on a streak there. If I'm not just not like but a similar kind of, I guess strategy, getting halfway through and then take your time out.
Yeah. But then Ryan, he mentioned on the podcast the rule changes he would like.
A-Rod was never my guy. He's been all your guy. Chisholm, A-Rod.
His rule change was the electronic strike zone, and they're actually going to be using it in the All-Star game tomorrow night.
Yeah. So I did hear it's not the true strike zone that we see. It's a weird one. So I'm sure it's going to be super confusing too next year when you see the ball go through the zone. You're like, why is that not a strike? And then they try to explain it. So
yeah,
I don't understand why they can't just put the damn square there. It's like it's in the damn square. Strike. It makes it pretty easy.
So, Stan, if you are out for your shot, like here,
They're using that for minors.
it's the second to 30 years.
Could be wrong on that. I'm sure Johnny will correct us. All right, what else you got, Tyler?
This new talent, keep an eye. This should take the day for all of those that keep out body and range. It's the video. This season, waves versus the video. Picture. Albert Pujols. You know the situation. Team of baseball's been promised. He gets it that age. The youth fighter, shit. Listen. What's the it's the coach.
Be a better name, but it's
Check the other side. Face.
455. She's got the numbers.
He's so regular against.
So that 425 is on me.
Yep.
They all did the last purpose.
Is that
So if you hit 145, sure, they can see it's no straight thing about you. And he's at 18 now. 19 is his last pitch. Okay, yeah. So 18 for the rest. Yeah. Yeah. Leader in the clubhouse.
you just went jump man?
So if you were going to do this, would you rather go first or last? Yeah, I'd rather go last. What you was there.
So that's another thing that also I didn't really care for with the CD is they kind of knew what they needed to get and they would still.
Oh,
Now this promotes them to just accept the last person. They just need to know, like, obviously, if they want to get into the top 4 where they need to be. But with the seeding, you just needed to be one more than the player ahead of you.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like limiting the amount of coverage.
So they were talking about new drone coverage. I haven't seen that yet.
I mean, it's, they have Skycam that they have flying around the side of the upper deck during those fire and stuff. Well, daily cruise would have been exciting. It's not
Josh said I'm on the fence with electric strikes now. Might be a bit of a risk, but understand. It's changing umpires to sticks and turns. Yeah, so 100%. I mean, when you have guys like Angel Hernandez and Phil Cuzzy from days ago, as Phil he's a fucking solid. Because when you got guys that are just that their job, it and if you see the square on the TV, it's hard to just not be like, why can't we just get the automatic strike zone? If they don't ever go with the automatic strike zone, then I think they should get rid of the little smoke. Because then it's when you're watching games, it's not going to be as apparent of oh, they missed a switch.
That's what I was. That's what I was. I just can't stand watching. Just cross by raging the strikes on the umpire. Just that's about it. Clearly,
Hugs, 5-on-5s, and then he finally got there.
He's no longer an artist, thank God.
He's got back. Francisco did his thing. So back down a little bit on him. Where's he feeling it most? Where do the hitters feel it the most? It's rough right now.
Yeah, the funny thing with Angel Hernandez is he had the audacity to submit a complaint with the union that he's not getting selected to the World Series games because of discrimination, and it's just the fact that the guy was making terrible. So they don't want him in the biggest stage of the sport making calls that are impacting actual championships. So yeah,
What was that?
since he was in a union,
Bonus 475. Did I didn't see it. Did Rooker hit one over 470 or 480?
and he should go west track. Very good, Josh. 30. Yeah, please. So Josh's rule change. MLB the show lowering the difficulty is treated like PEDs. If you get caught by a random check, you get suspended.
Switching over to 30 minutes. Cam was kind enough to bring some over.
So James Wood longest is 486. Rooker's longest is 471. Caminera's longest is 475.
That's right there.
I'm just curious how many people are going to 480 if that was the actual over number.
Yeah.
I mean, you got of the three guys that have hit, they've all been within 10 feet of.
So I looked at it this morning. It's at like 477. So people started betting they'll probably be betting the over. And then they bonus the time they'll set.
Now, do you think anybody hits over 5?
It's tough to hit over 5. I mean, it's not necessarily the best ballpark for it. But I mean,
it's not Colorado.
Yeah, but it's like I know Cruz is a big motherfucker, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's what.
like he can get does it.
Right, well, we have to share it off these things. Finish. You finish. Okay. 475 feet. He lazy Camarero and his first.
I'm sure if everybody else saw, but it's cool to see Ryan Howard on screen again.
It's like Google Cloud, the official AI for
A podcast competitor. Him and J Roll have a podcast together.
Speaking of podcast competition, you see Paul George at surgery today?
Yeah. Already starting.
We're going to beat him if he's continuing to do his podcast. He's supposed to be playing basketball. Give us a break, right?
Yeah.
Podcast Pete, come on, man, get on the floor.
You want to go for Cruz?
All right, we're going to do cruise number. 7. If this is 9. 3. Oh god, that's 10. So we're going over. I'm going
Over down on that for sure. I know a lot of people are talking about him, how like he has so much talent, but it just doesn't have the mentality that you'd like to see out there on the field. So
How much of that is just playing for the Pirates?
yeah, just kind of just a lot of it.
He already got a picture that his pictures are for
Yeah.
He's 26 years old. James Wood is 22. Cameron Ingle is 22. The three of the guys now that we have seen and all making between $750,000 and $800,000 this year. Where this thing gets $1 billion. It's trying to wreck the check this week. We should like to hit the star, so I think I'm going to enjoy the Home Run Derby a lot. It's crazy. It's like
Tracker here. Yes. We said to him pretty far earlier. We're just PG. So just
the schemes. What was the longest one on meeting this 188? Seventh Pirates ever participated this year. Stephen Morales is going to be a catcher. See, that BP is fucking. Going. You're man. How to just go down the middle of the plate. So there's look for you. There's here. For me,
must got words.
Championship deal that only improves the next year. Thanks.
Must have pissed off. I said it like that.
It's right here. Since he puts that foot down, it said it was then just click. It looks like a light man. It's just kick him. He gets. There's a hotel out there right here. It's kids. Oh yeah, it's like this. That's favorite all major base best. He's hit ball 122 miles an hour. No one's ever hit it here in the sky. Well, no problem. Since this year. Well, these are like saying Jackson said. This is see what
High enough.
David Michael Chair. Thanks. Sure it's bad. What do you think?
Chicago. See the ball's going right to the dingers.
It's an close by meeting. Trying to be the shit.
513. Nailed it. Holy shit. That was a long drive. Heads up, kids. Coming in hot. 513, 118 off the bat. Golly. That's 2 there.
Who's just there though?
Get out.
Is there any right now? Look, look tired. Look,
Terrible camera. Really, it's crazy.
look close though. Look deep.
Everything off the skips.
Yeah, and you can't see shit.
He's got to get to 16 to do it.
Oh, nice, bud.
He's got just a legendary left.
So they'll end up with over. Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah, he gave up on it too. Got him fired up.
I got the buzzer going on in here. There's the 7-9. Here we go.
If we've
18 stuff in a second. Maybe they close to see a clean door.
Delta Wilson might do decent though.
Yes.
this is swing.
Tyler said the stupid rest didn't change. I mean, one player from each team being the All-Star game. The same. It's two different.
Right now,
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's like a participation trophy in a sense.
here at the stadium, right there with him.
Ken gets that they kind of want to promote the game for every fan. They've done so much with the voting anymore to where like the fan vote kind of gets you like locked into like the secondary vote with the players to see who's going to be the starters. So I don't necessarily hate it that they have, one person that has to be an all-star. I think that's how Odubel became an all-star one year. Then Pat Neshek when he was up there.
There were some tough Phillies years, so it's awesome. Flipping and choosing. I mean, at this point, trying to think of, Tyler, in your mind this year, who would be the person that you don't think is deserving?
Judge, if he sees his potential, he'll be one of the best players. Maximizing that potential. You have to do many things. He's got the in him.
Yeah, Odubel was the Phillies all-star in 2016. Yeah. So I agree, Tyler. We should never give players like Odubel hurt.
They're a tough times.
We're in that short field at the University of Pittsburgh. He was hitting them in the woods, and I'm telling you right now, it's a beautiful thing. He saw the potential. Right here with David Cruz, who needs to shot the pin. First name. An arrow committed to 10 and 6. Yeah. Yes, let's see. Us here, I was saying, how David Cruz put the speed.
So after the Durban, that should brings a lot of good handing.
Just listen for the sense of
Plus, it gives you range. You go in there with a pair of hands, you're just going to get.
what we said. Yes. So,
You can have a field catching these flies. South. Yes. Dom's actually pretty fun. So much football. Pitching.
So cheap. It's nice.
Looks like a smooth fair. All those last pitches, it's like a football. You have like.
Tina was 16 and included 73 of it. Exit velocity, capital rate, jumps. Now, we have a hungry at the top.
We're talking about Buxton.
Buxton, so dump most.
Tyler's charge. We go higher level. 6.
What you did there, Edward?
And say 13.
13. I think that may be right at the middle.
Jack, we're going back and
We said that for Caminero, and he came out with 20. So, yeah.
say, by push.
I'm going to go over for Tyler just because he's getting mine. mean, he's got to be at least 16 to have a shot.
Yeah.
So it's over 13.
Just swings like a lot of swings and then your guys. Just good God. Look at our new
With Byron, speaking of Byron and trade talks, what do you think the Phillies are going to do this year? They got 2 weeks till the deadline.
I mean, they got to get a guy. I don't know if it's going to be a big name guy like Clase or Chapman or Bednar, like established closers in the league, but they got to do a lot of work in the league.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we kind of talked about it when it's been the Jose Alba completely reflects this team. With his suspension, it put him in, not only like you lose a reliable lefty, I mean, it also kind of questions like, all right, well, is his performance because he's actually doing pretty good this year? Yeah, but prior to our previous recordings, there's some news about, Strowski, and like they're hearing that the Phillies are trying to be a little bit more aggressive this year. Yeah, they're not going to hold on to their chips as much. If they can trade for guys that major league players that have control, they're more willing to move some of these consequences. Stephen Kwan comes to me. We're talking about a Stephen Kwan Clase deal. And what do you do for that? Because that gives you a bullpen piece, but it also gives you a center fielder, an outfielder to help. But it's an outfielder for long term. So I don't hate that. It depends on what you have to give up on, honestly. But we've always been very loose with our position. Yeah, me and you just aren't. So rightfully, so rather trade for a guy that's proven in the league as opposed to somebody that has promise.
Yeah. So let's look at Stephen Kwan's numbers. So 285 with 6 home runs, 741 outfields. Stolen bases. He's playing left only for Cleveland. Yeah. So
They get away safe.
I mean, that's probably a kind of like what Marsh is, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it gives you a guy. It's like Marsh. Look at Kwan's numbers over the last 3 or 4 years. It's like, what is his career average nothing?
Yeah, so he started 2022 298, 260, 292, 280.
So you would theoretically probably keep him in left then. My boy Max Kepler's probably seen. You would think his last things, but you also look at it where, Crawford's actually playing pretty well down in the minors.
Yeah.
Do you bring him up and batting against left-handed pitching? He's actually playing pretty well. I think I saw something where he's batting over 300 against left-handed pitching.
Yeah.
Especially over the last month. Do you DFA Kepler, bring him up, do a platoon between Crawford and Kemp and left, see what you can get out of that, and then try to add a piece. Yeah. So Tyler gave us some people. So Shane Smith from the White Sox, and Stowers from Miami. I'm like, did you see Stowers' numbers the other day?
Stowers is the player of the week, I think. For the AL.
5 for 5 with 3 home runs. Or I know. Sorry, Miami.
He was from.
Against his old team.
He was from Baltimore.
Oh no, it was Baltimore. Yeah, against Baltimore. Yeah. Not Nationals. 5 for 5 and 3 home runs. Yeah. But yeah, I tend to agree that
making the play.
White Sox, you probably don't need anybody on the All-Star. Miami. It's like, I don't know. If you're so many games out of playoff contention, you still get a yeah. Josh, they've watched the Braves hold on to prospects for years that don't work out. Trade prospects and established players out there. Yep, agreed. 100% agreed last year. Kevin said you bums aren't making the playoffs. Which ones? Braves, Phillies?
Yankees, yeah, he's talking about that.
Yeah. Who's bums? The Cubs? 1 week doesn't make you an all-star. Technically, that was 1 day. Yeah, good point.
Mexican is elevated.
You can also say Goodman from Colorado. Yeah, we could, because I don't even know who Goodman is. Yeah, I mean, is it a pitching, like a reliever or something like that?
He's got it.
Not seeing this.
Can't wait to watch my boy PCA tear it up tomorrow.
PCA has been exciting, Kevin.
Yeah. I think what makes that even better is that the Mets had him. Yeah, let him go. Braves are the bums. Josh Slater. It's been a disappointing year for sure. We were a lot higher on Braves. I know they had injuries early on, but I mean, I wouldn't say Acuna's cost them. He's come back and done well.
I think we talked about their pitching stuff. Just 4 out of 5 opening days. Rotation was almost 60-day IL, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to when you don't have consistent starters. And
20.
obviously, that's lineup. This should
So Goodman's a catcher and something. That's a good combination. Just a promising season I watched. I don't know, Josh. There's probably been some rough times in the early 2000s. I mean, I agree. Watching the Mets win sucks.
Team now.
All right, is Cal Raleigh gonna switch hit like Rushman did?
I thought that was really cool.
I didn't see it. I think you probably have to make it to the first round before he switches, right? I don't know if there's no. So that's true. I mean, if Thompson was there, he'd bring a new pitcher. So he's already left the combination.
Josh, what do you think the Braves should do at the trade deadline? You think they stay kind of stagnant with their team, or do you think they're going to move Ozuna? Do you want to see anyone else move?
But Josh said, not with this kind of talent, those teams are just bad. It's team underachievers. Underachieves me good. Yeah. No, I mean, it's true. What we said, we were high on them coming into the season. So
There was any that's it. Yeah, that's what I figured as well.
Devin, who you play this week? I guess it all depends.
It's the same.
So move Zuna, yeah, that's it. Yeah, but you're not going to get anything from it. There'd be more of a. We'll go to another contender, and you guys just get a prospect. But
It sounds really
good. Yeah, send him to somebody not the NL. Just send him to the best entire team.
good. What you got for the Cubs at the All-Star break trade deadline? What do you think they're going to do?
Trade the Phillies to Kyle Tucker. Some typical Phillies trades. We'll give you Brandon Marsh, Rojas, Taiwan Walker, Jose Alvarado. Dude, it's gonna be lights out when he comes off his suspension. You guys can take price up too.
The biggest thing is Alvarado is not only going to hurt the regular season, to make the
Yeah,
so that's super frustrating.
because he technically can come back. I think sometime in September. But what's the point if you can't even play in the playoffs? I mean, he can help you get there, but
Yeah,
I mean, in my mind, you're taking a spot from somebody that you're going to eventually need. So, yeah.
That's the catcher, then he just opens it up. It's really much of a stride. It's not going to be up. Trying to keep that hit.
I was hearing some talks, Josh, about, maybe the Braves. Well, I don't think it came from anything out of the Braves clubhouse, but trying to do like a Juan Soto type deal where you guys trade Acuna and try to get like the King's ransom for him just to kind of rebuild. which is interesting because he's in a team favorable deal. But you guys would certainly be able to get a Juan Soto type deal for him.
DK. Engine engineer of the Navy.
Still just talking about Devers.
Adam said sometimes you have to give up your best hitter and go on a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah, turn the old Red Sox season around.
Exactly, yeah. Get rid of that one cancer in your locker room. Kevin said, tough to say. I think we need a third baseman. Matt Shaw is just not it.
He's doing all right this year.
Let's bring Brian back.
Yeah, go get KB back from Colorado.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's just kind of showing for the past 3 years. Eugenio Suarez, yeah, he's power hitting for sure. His average ain't doing great, but I think the Cubs are probably going to try and just see what they got this year. I don't think they necessarily need to upgrade too much, right? Like they're one of the best up at the team. They're second in the NL, if not first in the NL anymore. So,
They're an exciting outfield.
And if they can keep your boy Sega healthy, he's been one that's been doing really well offensively, but he hasn't stayed healthy the last 3 years.
Yeah, the Devers thing, it's odd because I don't know. It just seemed like it was a big miscommunication between the team and him. He wants to play third. They bring Bregman in. They're like, all right, well, we want you to move over first. And he's like, no, I don't do that. Third's my spot. And then ever since then, I don't think that they've ever had a good relationship. So I think it came to, hey, what can we get for Devers? Free up that spot, free up that headache. I mean, he's a great player. He's kind of having a down year for a little bit, but I think he's starting to turn it on.
He started the year for 20 or something crazy. He was not.
Because he wasn't playing third base. He wasn't playing the field.
He's not ready.
He was just a DH at the time. And I think we talked about it. It's tough to just play a DH position, not be in the field until you're involved.
Yeah. Kevin, if I were the Cubs organization, I don't understand how Tucker's not already in a contract. But if they let him test the market, they're going to have to be willing to spend. I know the Cubs have a ton of money, so they shouldn't be cheap about it, but
he's a guy that you want to lock up.
There ain't no reason to let him even try and test it. PCA, you don't have to worry about him for another couple of years, but if you want to be nice to him and give him a deal early, give him that raise contract, like what they like to do.
Sounds like you're just feelings. I do. So to me, I'm just a stranger. At least listening.
So then a drink?
Yes, let's say and a beer.
Trout get traded at the deadline.
Get more with that guy.
He's actually been playing pretty well. He's been somewhat healthy. He always comes up in Philly teams. I mean, the thing is I don't know how much you would have to give up for him just because of the contract. Unless the Angels are going to eat some of that contract.
I also don't think he wants to. Like, I think he's.
Does he have a trade?
Like, I'm sure he has. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Like, I just think that he is content where he's only all things. He's always going to be everyone's talk about, like, oh, he was so great, just never got the chance to go to the playoffs. And then now it's going to turn into he can't stay healthy.
He was taking on that first pitch, and then now he's 0 in. I get something you like here too.
All right, so if Wilson hits 2 more, he's going to be
Wood's going to be out.
Wood's going to be out.
Not even two.
Yeah, that's done. All right, sick. I'm sure Bet Rivers will love to tell me that's a loser. On time, you come Thomas and run. Yeah.
Was it 136?
The longest run. Yeah.
I think that's why I didn't take it. It was like $10 to 170. So yeah, I just don't. Now, when we bring gloves, are we getting the big Geico ones?
They're giving gloves. I'll wear a big.
Notice has been earned. He still has 3 outs to go.
Change the
To match Cornelia Cruz,
Yeah, gloves are back, Kevin.
Marcus off. The water, so that
It's all a lot of air
Allowing
left.
its own. Hopefully so. It's good now.
That's right. So higher milk per year, right?
yeah, right. Oh, yes.
I don't know who you mentioned. I saw it earlier. Someone popped in the chat saying they like the jerseys this year.
Yeah.
I
I hate them.
they're not great. I don't think they're great, actually.
Still teams to win with Minnesota Twins.
There have been some years that the jerseys have been terrible.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Well, second one. Who's cheaper is technically in first place because it would be by the distance. He's got the 500-foot holder. That's a good tape right there. 0 in on one pitch. Got up.
All right. Buxton, your Tyler, your boy, lives to see another day. He's got 3 more people to look at. San Diego trash. Last year's trash.
Anything more to capture that left leg just
We'll get to see what Willie has in store next year.
Best jerseys, hands down, next year.
I think they announced that the players are going to be back to wearing their actual uniforms. Instead of the All-Star jerseys, they're going to wear like the actual team jerseys.
So you never guess what it is for
6. So,
Here's a
10.
such a beautiful.
Who we got? Chisholm? Oh.
I didn't say it all night, right?
No, I think he'll be he's gonna honestly, he's probably gonna surprise us and get 18. Just to knock Rooker out.
Yeah.
Just because I have money on Rooker.
Okay, for their gigantic blue gloves, I'm sure you see
You should pick one up there, Kev.
Is it because his name wraps around the entire back?
It's a big circle.
They keep dropping. Providing game day relief to fans. So look for Glovey on the book. English. Glovey around. Yeah.
The glove will probably like shrink in half.
Yes.
What those photos do.
They stayed on the foot corner than any of the defensive side. Just we had the glove. It's my bottom.
This guy, Floyd Adebayo, is a little bit of a resurgence this year playing center field for the Tigers. He's another guy I thought we couldn't still watch play baseball prior to year.
Find some jazz. That was Chisholm Jr. for the answers.
Is there something?
Yeah.
God,
I mean,
no need relationship.
just what I there.
It's going to happen.
Is it?
It's not what I said. It's Phroads state its point. This could be early about jazz.
I think this dude designed single one.
Bobby, I think it was just more his attitude, and
Listen, he just coming on.
he came up right at the right time when the Cubs were getting real good. So
Does he know? Does he know he has to swing the bat?
Take as many pitches as he's taking.
I guess he's just kind of waiting for his, right?
Now we're going.
There
Hold on. If George Tatum already was saying that it's bad. Yeah, he'll punch him down.
Yes,
So you missed first 3 or 4 pitches not count because doing swing?
Yeah, I was fine with the first one. So starts.
For 57 double space ballpark, 3 O'Neill, 3 shots. Another way to describe those.
I think that's the perfect time for a pee break.
Yeah.
And 6 pitches and nothing.
It was like,
Yeah,
this dude's trash. I hope Ethan is still here.
oh, that's a bomb.
No, it's not being retired. So now I'm taking those. Yeah. Fight for pictures. You just see these monsters up there doing damage. So we're just because I'm interested in thinking they do. So this is amazing. What happens? It's well, just all-star in that it's potentially being a once in a lifetime. It's a special celebrity. It's hard. Talk to us about that journey. Is it for you? For the listeners? That's this is a little. Serious. This chain last year. Slicing and podcast making it.
So I agree. I don't know why they like that.
Let's see if something like choosing up here.
Flashy guy. I think the kids like him.
Something from the Anglo-Saxon again, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a smaller guy. You're a big talk
And he wants to comment. Maybe I'll count. Well, head of the show, Kenny.
Elite listener, Kev. Let's show him some respect. I'm surprised last week was the torpedo gun. So he's in Yankees crew.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's your second fight.
It kind of it was popular for the month of April. I don't even know.
I think it was also popular because it was the Yankees were the ones that were first team to promote YouTube. So they went on the tour for the first series of the season.
I guess I'll ask that to the Yankees fans. Are the Yankees even still using the torpedo bats?
I think they're still like throughout the league, like a lot of people are using.
No, I the Phillies are using them, but they can't hit whether it's a torpedo bat or.
The radar gun show the old indicator for the torpedo bat users.
Fantasy? Oh, speaking of fantasy, probably should check my team. I didn't know what playing this week.
Well, it's the continued show.
I guess it doesn't really matter because there's no games on right now.
It's nice. It's
I'm playing fantasy.
just a little crazy. She let Lance in a year ago. It sure as heck ain't my old race. It's
Honest, I have a tendency to not check my team for a while, so I haven't checked one good.
spending less.
Yeah, everyone that's in the chat that's in the fantasy league, get your lineup set for when they come back.
Yep, Friday. Wait till this weekend, can't even go down.
So let Lance. We should not just look at the selection of jerseys, no shoes, street game all year long. Here,
Regular shit.
we should all shop. Basically, it's down to be that sense. Let's get you out to some chicken down there. Fridays. You'll see what they got.
Let's see if we can get 5.
Dial me back right now. It's a great one for this harder. It's not just what it is. It's not any frustration. It's not. But it's not. It's a thing to me. I'm not going to mess with it just for the company. He's taking a lot of swings. He's taking much fun. Take the rubber. Anticipated.
Did you see the conversation that Scooble and Freed had yesterday? So, Drake Scooble, obviously, Cy Young winner last year, best pitcher in the AL. Freed, with the Yankees, has been an absolute stud. Sean and Scooble were talking on the fence, saying, like, hey, did you want to start the All-Star game? Freed, obviously, being in Atlanta last year, and his career would be cool moment for him to come back to Atlanta and start the All-Star game. Scooble wanted it as well, so they got like Scooble start tomorrow. But it's nice to like kind of
It's cool for him to like bring in the
players to like
MLB, like, nah, we need you.
yeah.
Again, they want it.
So many
If our
choices.
the top guy is, they want him to start.
3 for me? Oh, yeah, chill.
But I mean, they only go 1 to 2 innings for the first pitcher, and then they're gone.
Yeah. I don't know if Josh is still in the chat, but what do you think of the letting Freed go? I think the last time I talked to some of my Braves friends, they were kind of mixed on him, going into this year.
Judge.
Not necessarily wanting to bring him back just because of his inconsistencies.
$220 million.
He's been having a great year with the Yankees.
Disgusting, Josh.
Did you want him to stay, Josh, or did you not mind him going? And then I guess the next question. Well, same with Freddie, yeah, but I mean, you guys kind of got dicked around with the whole agent when it came to Freddie.
Yeah, that was a while.
Well, Matt Olson's been pretty good for you guys. You wanted to keep him? Okay. Yeah, some people were torn on him of, do you want to keep him at $220 million though?
All right, big dumpers comes up, guys.
Good dice roll. See if I can do 12-12.
He's got
5.
10. I think I'm gonna go over.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
He is gonna
He is gonna go righty lefty.
or he may just have him sitting very bad.
swinging.
Top strong tone.
Yeah.
He's got his entire fan base so part of his night. Madness with brother Charlie, and that's his dad, and that's his younger brother. And
Nice.
it's a good picture. Right? This is a good family picture. And so I wonder during the timeout when he switched sides, the intricacies about outside. This is awesome. And we talked early. We talked 8 years. In New York, like
He just announced that he's gonna be on Team USA. Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, nice.
play guys, is that he's going to
Is it before the season again?
time switch to the swing. Swing. It's out to stick. I do.
So money don't make money. You're right, Josh. Earning your money. That's a good one.
This is drawers. It's slower. She like this, look. Subject to the. Sometimes to go to patient one hit baseball. It's the music. You see it's in the seat. Time to should say. You look like for a new team. I didn't retain. It's tough to say. They didn't really see you can make a team again. You don't was everything. Sure. Much here. I was thinking about him Friday. Yes, I stay sitting out there, they play that show, getting it into the circus. It's making it a circus right now.
Doing better than I thought he would, to be honest.
One doesn't cheers. See,
It's been kind of mixed between Alex and runs, so see if he goes right-handed.
respect to the mighty. To the plate. And it works. He gave me no signs. Great little face was embracing. So he's got a forehand hitting side. He's totally still on the ground. It's a strategy. There is a right now thing. Tom Miller, you can hear him. Let's listen. Let's bring it back. That's reason. Oh my God. It's not. 3 degree. Same one as the third innings were people on it. This in the conversation. I want to do something. Let's talk about. He's a struck up right now. To the roots. He goes.
Fortunately, the patient's just look like she also McPhail's himself. Yeah.
So, when we said you. Just got the he doesn't get pitched like it.
Shout out to Ken Griffey. My as a left-handed bat, my eye wasn't clear.
Watching Griffey.
Smoothest swing of baseball.
Looks like it's listed for gift.
Off the top of the wall.
Catch.
There, he's got to get to 17. I mean, that's the
Hit him. Hit him.
That's
The wall is flat.
5 seconds to go.
Thanks. So we can get to what? 14 by the time it. Yep. Yep. 14 to 15. So it needs 3. I know in Ricker's distance, but it's 480 something, isn't it? Right. It's 70 to 17.
Now, he's trying to figure out what side he's going to hit. You have any thoughts? What you
If you're still in the chat, what do you think the Sox are going to do? I mean, they're unstoppable right now. 10 games in a row.
Moves up.
Cincinnati.
That's for 2 games.
The left-hander hitting. He gets. And it's torpedo again. Different. He's
Preseason prediction.
He's going back to the left side for the
so take a couple
Right. Preseason prediction of the Red Sox going to the World Series, I believe. Yeah. Starting like great going into the also put at the 10 game win streak. I just seen baseball. Actually, let's go over that. This is great.
See, he needs to get to suppose.
Glad the Aries
Just spend 1 day going from the side, the right side.
You just got to see the
Wait, bring up the standings so we can
thanks.
take a look.
Lose his place.
So,
He's down to his final out. Still shot. Man, Florida State, a lot of time about caps over there. He's playing.
hold on time. That's it. So he gets one more. Crazy thing is Rooker probably had 10 home runs in the first 12 swings.
Oh,
That's at least a tie.
you get the bonus? You didn't get the bonus.
End up with 17.
It looks like it knock them both out.
It's the deal. They also give up a coops. This control and Larry reaching one. Which means on what the citizens can talk about.
Tiger. That's enough distance. All right, so let's get started. Let's start with the AL East. So currently, the Blue Jays are leading the division, 2 games up on the Yankees, 3 games up on the Red Sox. I have the Yankees winning the division, Orioles second, Red Sox. So clearly, I think a lot of us are going to get the Orioles pick last. Yeah, Brock, you have the Yankees, the Red Sox in the division. Yankees in second, and Blue Jays in third. At least the 3 teams that are in contention right now. At the top, Cam, Orioles winning, Red Sox second, Yankees third. So let's see, AL Central. So now the Tigers running away with that division. They're 11 and a half games up from the Twins. In second and 12 games up on the Tigers and Guardians. I have the Royals winning the division, the Guardians second, and the Tigers are third. So clearly missed that one. Brock had the Guardians win second, the Tigers just in third. Cam, you had the Guardians winning. Tigers also third. So I think we all collectively missed that. AL West. So Houston is 5 games up on Seattle.
Yes.
Still banging trash cans. So AL West, I have the Astros winning, Mariners in second, Rangers and Mariners tied for second. So that's basically kind of what it is now. Brock has the Mariners winning the division. And the Astros second. Cameron, you have the Rangers winning the division, the Astros second. So after Olsen's up, we'll go ahead and give a quick update of our NL rankings. See fast there. That's Olsen to high numbers 3 and 3, 6. So I'm gonna go over.
Not on pace.
It's not on pace. There's one. And 2, maybe get up. Yep. 2. You just needed me to roll the dice. There's one.
He's come forward now. Like Jim. Makes me his. We gotta take a time out. Ocean's got 4. He starts on the end. Skips.
It's for you. Do you like it? Shut up.
Yeah, Kevin, did. Used to went on tear for a couple weeks.
I said.
There's also the talks of him cheating again.
They trust the out for a while.
Yeah, they want to run the NL teams with Dodgers, Cubs, and Phillies.
Red Bull Zero. Zero sugar. 100% wings with monk fruit extract. Tried it yet?
All right, so the ruling is in. Ray hit a baseball 470.61. This was 470.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think it's have them do a swing. This is ridiculous.
Run there.
I'm not sure I want to review.
We want first he needs to get from here if he wants to have. You still could say goodbye to that one.
I think it there. He's not even watching the game. Look how his head stays.
So you're golfing.
Jeez.
Oh, you're damn good golfer.
He's got
He's that head down. Some kids out there. It's good mechanics right here.
The Chick-fil-A cow cab, yeah, that's massive out there.
we just need. Time or is 6 years old in 2000 when he watched Sandy deliver a derby to
Beans.
Yeah, get the crowd into it also.
Yep. There you go. There we go. Now we're on a run.
Come on. Two more. Two more to get to that bench, but right. So he needs two.
So now you can select.
It's like 460 on distance right now, so he's got to get either for the long one to tie him. Get three.
This is your ending prize. Get it on time. We got the piece.
Sure.
Projects in here. Look, this is cool. Not trying to get it nuts.
Look at this place. It's actually
All right, come on, Olsen, keep me in it. I guess Walker's in it. Burns.
yes.
Let's still see it. Okay, Olsen knows where I saw. I'm pretty sure the Braves fans could care less about the home run derby championship.
Slow down. That's it. Okay. This is more control. This place is absolutely water. We need to break the city team too. Double check.
No. It's not for his reaction.
It's great. Two roads to go.
I don't think Tony's got too much confidence in medals in their ball.
No. All right, that's what I get for betting on Braves.
Right. So after the first round, we're at 130 total home runs. So
Giants contributed quite a bit.
yeah, Thank you, Jazz.
Sure. Keep stop here. So it's 2:30.
240. 110 left for the rest of the derby.
It's half the people going. So there's still people from like a strong under.
Great moment. Great moment for battles.
Or see what we got on the so the NL. Currently, the Phillies are leading the NL East by a half game over the Mets. The Marlins are actually in third, 10.5 games back. So I had the Braves winning the division, Phillies second, Mets third. Brock, Braves winning the division, Phillies second, Mets third. Cameron had the Braves win the division, Phillies in second. So again, we were all high on the Braves and they're letting us down, just like Matt Wilson let them down. All right, Central. I have the Brewers winning the division. Currently, the Cubs are up by 1 game. The Brewers. So you can go find it. One view. Here last time. Crew back in the mix. So I have them winning the division. Cubs in second. Brock has Brewers win the division. Cubs in second. And Cam has the Brewers win the division. Cubs in second. So consistent there. And then the NL West, I think, similar fashion. We were all very consistent with Dodgers running away with that, as well as the overall wins losses through the year. They're currently 5.5 games up on the Padres, 6 games up on the Giants. So I have the Dodgers winning, Padres second. Brock has Dodgers winning, Diamondbacks second. And Cam has Dodgers winning, Padres in second. So kind of feeling, well, other than the Diamondbacks being 11 games back, me and Cam are pretty much falling down. So as far as wild card teams go and just the playoff rankings, so on my bracket, coming out of the NL, I have the Dodgers 1, which is currently accurate. Dodgers 1. 2, I have the Braves, so missing that one. That's currently the Cubs. 3, Brewers, as opposed to Cubs, and your 3 wild card teams. I have Padres, Mets, and Phillies. And right now it's Milwaukee, Mets, San Diego. 6 teams. Yeah, 16. Brock, it's Dodgers 1, Braves 2 as well. And Phillies, Diamondbacks, Brewers, Mets. So we're all kind of, so far we're pretty accurate. The only one Brock's missing there is the Diamondbacks. Cameron's got Dodgers, Phillies, Braves again. We're all missing that one. And then Phillies, Padres, Brewers, Cubs. So big misses so far. Clearly the Braves, and then Brock has the AL side. Nobody had this, but the Tigers currently actually leading the league wins. They're 1 game up on the Dodgers. So you have Detroit, Houston, Toronto leading the divisions. Yankees, Red Sox, Seattle currently in the wild card. So I have Yankees, Red Sox, Royals, missed the Royals. Guardians also missed them. The Astros, Orioles. So I butchered this AL bracket. Well, Brock has Red Sox, Guardians, and Yankees, Royals, Mariners, Blue Jays. So other than the Royals and Guardians, Brock is in right. So I think the Guardians are killing us in our brackets. Cameron has Orioles, 1 hole. Obviously not doing too hot. Rangers 2, then Red Sox, Yankees, Guardians, Astros. common theme there. Missed on the Guardians and didn't believe in the Tigers.
A lot of season left.
There it is. Yeah, you never know. Tigers come back. They're currently not Tigers. Yeah, Orioles are 7.5 games back of the wild card. So I mean, if they go on a Boston run, you never know. They can get themselves back in the mix. Guardians are 4.5 out. Kansas City is 4.5 out. So I mean, there's teams still within reach, and as we mentioned, there's still not a true half of the year left, but majority of the year. And then NL, it's tight. Giants, Cardinals, Reds, all within 3 games. With the final wild card spot. So I mean, even the Diamondbacks are 5.5 out. They could see themselves getting back in. The Braves go out, make some big additions at the trade deadline. You never know; they're 9.5 out too.
Hey,
We'll see.
That's the long line.
Did you? It's that all in one place.
Yeah, I'm about to try and live bet to you.
You like it?
So Neil Cruz winner plus 160, Kyle Raleigh plus 240, Caminero plus 285, Buxton plus 330.
You know what would be great right now? We could actually bet like pitch deep.
It's the only thing that's one.
The ones I have is player to hit the longest home run to Madelson. Should be close to. So the only one I got left is Rooker.
He's not in.
Raleigh.
He's doing about 0.1.
Oh, you sure? Because he had Rooker down.
No, it's the plus 240.
Huh.
So Neil Cruz, Buxton, and then Raleigh versus Caminero.
Gotcha. Yeah.
No, Caminero versus Buxton, and then Cruz versus Raleigh.
The 2 minutes, 27 pitches, high and inside.
Well, they don't start with the first swing. You know, I want to go Caminero on this time.
I said y'all picked the Brewers like bums. Brewers are only game behind you there, bum.
Kevin, I had the Cubs beating the Brewers in the playoff.
You wish you guys were the Cubs right now. We are looking up. Phillies are about to start the long, winding road down to the bottom.
Yeah, we got 2 more years of Wheeler, so
Yeah,
you got to make it count the next 2, and then I'll give
we
it
got
a
a
fuck.
2-year window.
We've already waited 17 years since our last one, so. Oh, make sure everyone checks into the All-Star Red Carpet show tomorrow at 2 p.m.
I'm sure Jazz will wear something ridiculous.
Sure, a lot of people are just going to be watching for Paul Skeensy walking out with his lady.
All right, Buxton, you might get knocked out in the first 5 swings.
Yeah. That under's looking fucking great right now.
Yeah. Right there. That's the Yankees.
New York trash. Maybe you guys will trade for Wheeler after he's done with the Phillies, Kevin.
Yeah, trade for him. So when he retires, he can sign with the Phillies again for a day and retire as a Philly. He certainly won't be retiring as a Met. Could stay in his time with the Mets.
Right. So Buxton's sitting with 6 with the 3 out bonus round.
Are we bargain shopping for this All Star game, or are we going to try to be in the outfield? Or if you want to just be first base, third base, just be there.
The real seats that you want are the outfield seats. I mean, the good thing with Citizens Bank is you can also just chill in the Ashburn
Alley, yeah.
or even that like Budweiser patio the way they're fucking hitting these bitches out at 480.
I mean, we've been playoff games, standing room still shoulder to shoulder. And the other difficult part there, it's hard to see the ball if you're middle of Ashburn Alley.
Yeah, I'll take that bet. Handshake deal, Kev.
What's Kevin saying? He's talking shit again.
Yeah.
All right. He will go the way of the Hamels. Spell Hamels wrong. Next year, be the last productive year for the Phillies, and since he wants to retire, they'll trade him by the trade deadline in the second year because of Phillies being so far in the playoffs. Calling it now, I bet you $5. Handshake.
One of the hard parts remembering this. Now we have it on record.
Yeah, I'm sure Kevin will forget. Kevin wrote like he comes off as that guy that just doesn't forget things. He's probably got a notebook somewhere of all the $5 handshake bets he has with you, mostly you.
All right, so Caminero needs 8 to advance to the final.
Yep, right now. So you should apologize, Kevin, that Brock's not here. I know he's your favorite. It's got to work.
Well, those chickens that everyone loves to eat, you know?
Yep.
All right, come on, Caminero. I just bet on you.
So miss.
Well, we know he needs over 8. Or he
9.
wants to get this. It's fine.
Well, I only got him down for 12, so.
Yeah. So, peace out, Buxton.
Yeah.
You had a good run, bud.
That's not a King Griffey Jr.
Yeah, I don't know what these announcers are talking about. Holy shit, he's gonna beat him with fucking 15 pitches left. God damn, boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Look at that bet. Look at that bet. What a bet.
When is the next pod happening? That's a good question.
So I think we're gonna do Monday nights. Is gonna be our recording night for the foreseeable future. We got to figure out football season.
Hey Timmy, what's going on, buddy? 0.08. I know I had Rooker, but they probably added it up. They're like, all right, they're both the same distance, but let's just make his a little higher because he's the one that's putting people in their seats to watch. No one knows who Brett Rooker is.
Yeah, Kev. If you keep it up with the questions, we might just have a Kevin segment on this podcast going forward. But
Yeah, you're also our soccer expert, so
yeah,
let us know how you're doing. Hey, next year, look at that, Kev. We can have a whole World Cup segment with you.
yeah. World Cup correspondent.
Yep. First place, let's go.
Timbo, I know you bet on the Derby. Who you got today? Hopefully they're still in it.
That sounds like a terrible thing. We have chapters. You can skip it. I think we have chapters.
We don't have chapters. We haven't got that far into editing yet.
Yeah, I had Rooker too, Tim. I bet him and I bet Olsen. I figured the homer would help. This thing.
I'm just sick that he has a crown and a number 1 next to his name in the chat.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if everyone sees that, but we see it. What are some things you guys want to hear on the pod? Obviously, soccer's not on Kenny's list of things to listen to. Football season should be interesting.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to football.
We got a lot of 3 pretty same-minded Eagles fans, so we'll see how that works.
Yeah. Probably do some live streams during the season too.
Yeah,
Check out some games and watch us react to.
I know a lot of you guys have watched Eagles games with me before. I've calmed down a little bit, but still entertaining.
Kevin's looking to hear about the birds. We'll be covering a lot of birds.
Ravens, Falcons, Seahawks.
Yeah, there's a lot of birds in the NFL.
Yeah. Probably even the Cardinals, maybe some Kyler Murray talk.
When's the next Call of Duty come out?
I don't know if there's one this year. Might have a good year, Kyler.
Oh, shit, we're gonna have Focus Kyler. He doesn't play Fortnite or some shit, does he? You got a new Fortnite coming out?
I think he's more just a Call of Duty guy.
So what's everybody's thoughts about the Happy Gilmore sequel? I'm just honestly over the Hollywood just
30 years.
redoing everything. Why can't they come up with something new?
What year was the first one?
Ryder Cup in September. Nice.
1996.
Fantasy football for football? Yeah, Tim. I'll do that pod. Clearly, I'll be better at that than I am at baseball. Well, I hope at least.
Happy Gilmore too. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that movie is one of my favorite movies. Growing up, it was very hilarious to watch. It's just movies that are so old and they try and bring them back 30 years later, they just don't play the same.
Well, half the time it's the same story. They just change the characters.
Yeah.
So there's no, I don't know, new ideas. It's just frustrating because everybody's just quick to do a sequel instead of come up with something different. Yeah. Until they brought back a lot of the old characters.
Yeah.
Kind of added the new ones that we were just talking about, but at least they
Ton of cameos in this movie.
Yeah.
Since they teamed up, she's taken a 16 to 1. Six.
I agree 100%, Kenny. I would much rather watch a TV series broken up into 40-minute to an hour long segments, and because you can make the stories better. When you get to movies, you have what 2 or 3 hours before either people are going to lose their interest, or it's like you just have to like force the story. So, I personally like TV series better, and I think because of your Netflixes and because of streaming platforms, they make it to where you can just binge watch and watch your whole story, a lot easier.
Tyler, we will not be discussing bowling.
I don't know, man. There's a strong bowling. You're actually outnumbered on the pod.
Yeah, I know.
We have our own bowling segment. So.
Oh, that guy threw a strike sick.
It's good talk. Yep. It's what's everybody watching series wise. I know right now, as far as sports goes, we have our normal baseball, but any new series that are out there, I'm looking for some things to watch. Or 3 clueless guys talk soccer. We do that all the time. It's usually the Kevin segment.
Yeah.
2 of which actually used to play soccer. That's how bad soccer is. You can't even get me to watch it.
All right, Raleigh's out here swinging, going poo poo on balls.
There's would have been like 8 home runs by now.
I haven't seen season 3 of The Bear yet, Kenny. It's on the list of things to watch, but that show just seems
watch the first 2?
of each season. So.
There's some good documentaries coming out on Netflix too. I think I saw one that Rollins just signed up for Netflix.
Mm-hmm. So I watched that one.
I think there's some sports ones, good sports ones on Netflix.
I started quarterback the new season with Burrow, Goff, and Kirk Cousins. The most recent episode I finished was episode 3, where the Bengals are playing the Eagles. So it's going through the Bengals' early season struggles, but at least we don't have to watch the Eagles lose in the Super Bowl to Patrick Mahomes like they did the first season of that show.
Yeah. Destination X, NBC, got into that. I'm very torn on like network TV. I think I am
Destination X is on NBC.
on NBC. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I prefer the streaming platforms because I think that they don't have the same limitations that you would have on like your ABCs, NBCs. So I prefer to watch series and shows basically from that. I'm also way behind on shows that I have watched the first few seasons on. Kevin's been watching Foundation on Apple. If you like sci-fi, let's check that out.
I'm always a big Hard Knocks guy. I always love watching Hard Knocks.
Well, I mentioned it earlier. The Eagles will be on it this year. Actually, the whole NL East. There he is. There's the goats.
Yeah.
Or yeah, NFC East.
That's the mid-season one. The preseason one is. They announced it.
Is it the Browns? So we get more Sanders. I want to see what that
Bills.
Want to see what the quarterback room and
The Bills will be the training camp team, and then the end season will be the NFC East. So that'll be a nice look in for our birds. I'm sure Jalen Hurts is going to be very talkative.
Oh yeah, it's just going to be like a mouthful of quotes.
It's going to be.
You're going to sit like you're going to get out of the press conference. He was like, "Did you actually say anything?"
Mm-hmm. Ton of Sirianni, ton of AJ Brown.
Yeah. Had a
There we go.
match his first round number.
All right, tire yourself out there, Dumper.
It's going to be against Cruz. Oh, she gone. Anybody in the chat been to the Braves Stadium, the new one? Heard the little area that they have outside's really nice.
Yeah.
It's on my bucket list. I got to get out there at some point. Probably wait for my boy Justin to get back into town. We can make a trip down. That's like a beautiful park, though.
That's never.
He ended up, what, 15? That's the bonus round. 16.
16, yeah. The Mariners made the All Star. I'm seeing more.
Nice one.
Like,
I just gonna make Cruz work for it.
see down under.
Let's go. What's up, Bar?
All right.
Saw something the Phillies were doing. I think the Saturday game. It's like the All-Star game announcement or something. Says it's in the seats. 6 o'clock. Presentation or some shit. Then on Friday. Seats by 6 p.m. or something. Obviously, that's start. What do you think Cruz is gonna do? You think Cruz is gonna take him? Got 19 in the second round.
You put on Caminero?
Yeah. He's well rested.
I think it's going to be Cruz. I think he's going to hit. Now the question is, if they hit any others over 500. Galapagos too. Longest since 2021. Who do you think hit that? 2021.
Probably too much.
Tyler's got a question. He said, no, we haven't talked about that, Tyler, but you think anybody hits a home run tomorrow night? Any guess for MVP tomorrow night? Home run tomorrow night. I mean, MLB would love for Otani and Judge to hit home runs.
Soto hit one 520 in 2021.
Soto did.
Yeah, for Aaron Judge's 513-foot home run in 2017. I mean, is Otani pitching?
I don't know. They've only announced schemes. And,
Yeah.
boy.
I mean, Otani's always a good pick for MVP just because he's so fucking good at baseball. But Judge out of the AL, it really depends on what team's going to win. I think the AL still crushes the NL and the All-Star game. So my bet would be Judge.
But they released the starting lineups today?
Yeah, they did. They announced the. Let me find them and read them.
To do Cruz.
It's 0% APR, 60 months. Let's zero payments for 90 days on select big deals. Visit your local instead.
So the NL lineup: Otani, Acuna, Marte, Freeman, Machado, Smith, Tucker, Lindor, PCA, Steen starting. And the AL is Gleyber Torres leading off, Riley Green, Aaron Judge, Kyle Raleigh, Vlad Jr., Brian O'Hearn, Caminero, Baez, Jacob Wilson, Tarek Skubal.
I mean, do you have anybody you're thinking?
I mean, I think it's just kind of the MVP favorites right now, like Judge and Otani. Judge is still
I'm
having
gonna
like
say-
360 or something, right? Like,
I mean, home run wise, I'm going to say Acuna's going to hit one, especially being in Atlanta. Yeah. And then MVP. I'm not going to take a pitcher because obviously, we want to pitch in the company.
Fletcher just got beaten right in the head. All right, so looking like Raleigh's definitely advancing.
I think the National League's going to win, and I'm going to go with Otani as going to be MVP just because I think it's going to happen.
What do you think score's going to be?
Let's go 6-5 National League. Yep. So Acuna's going to hit a solo home run, but Otani's going to go. Let's say. Well, you think they're going to play the whole game? That's the only thing.
Yeah, they'll probably play.
So he's probably going to maybe
Two
get two
at-bats.
at bats. So it's gonna be tough for him to get an MVP if he doesn't hit.
I mean, the thing with him, he's DHing, so I mean, they've got Schwarber there as a DH as well.
That's true.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. That'd be exciting though.
PCA for MVP, I could see that. It was 2 for 2 with a double and a single, a couple stolen bases, make some defensive plays.
It's pretty much, I think, I could just be wrong on this, but I think it's mostly just whoever has like at least one or two RBIs
Yeah.
is going to be the MVP because the pitchers will never get it because they only pitch 2 innings max. So it's just really who gets some kind of production.
19 not in first place now though, and up in first at the regular season's end. It's a good question.
Keys or Red Sox. I don't think the Blue Jays are going to hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean that division's still real close though.
Tim, I think the starters only go 2 or 3 innings at max anymore because they've got 10
So
or 15
many of them,
pitchers.
yeah.
That 500. $98.
Wasn't the longest. Division wise, like NL East, it's a toss up. I mean,
Hopefully the Phillies
I-
let off the Mets, but who knows?
I don't see the Braves coming back from 12 and a half. Once they got healthy, I was hoping that they would have closed the gap a little bit. As far as like the Central, I think it's going to still be Cubs or Milwaukee. Dodgers, I don't see them losing their division. As Cameron said, the AL East, I think that they've traded spot like Toronto. I mean, the Rays were even up there for a period of time. Yankees and Red Sox, I think they're just going to continue to merry-go round around who's going to be first. Detroit, unless one of those teams goes on a run, it's going to be tough to get Detroit. Being 11 and a half games up. I mean, maybe Seattle goes on a run and catches the Astros. I mean, they have benefited from a good stretch. Let's see, maybe Seattle coming back at the division. They're out. They're 5 back right now.
Is Jordan ever coming back for the Astros? Alvarez?
I haven't heard.
He's just making a run with his last out. Get 7 more. Yep. All right. Camino versus Raleigh. One of you goes first. Please be Raleigh.
Ron's on the IL 10th. There.
He's been on it for, I think, a month or 2.
So right hand inflammation. So I wonder if that's similar to what we're been doing with. So he went on retroactive May 3rd. So he's been on for 2 months. Yeah, sure. What do you think, Tyler? You got anybody in mind who can come back, take over their division? Yankees. I heard as much, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of shows, Always Sunny just came back out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think South Park's coming back out soon too. It's like Comedy Central right now.
again.
Yeah.
I'll fight. South Park is one of the OG shows. Tim said, "Have you seen anything about remaining strength of schedules for the teams, easiest, hardest?"
I have not.
I have not either.
Good question, that Tim.
It is. It's a bit of-
Baseball. That's
baseball. Yeah, you're fine. Definitely.
all right. So I just got it, Tim. Let's see where we're at. So the hardest teams that are relevant, let's say Boston at 3, Milwaukee at 5, Mets 7, Rangers 6, Blue Jays 10, Phillies 17, Yankees 18, Seattle 21, Dodgers 25, Padres, Cubs are 27, 28, Astros 29, Cleveland 30. So
So that
that's
would
from
be
hardest to easiest.
So who has the Milwaukee? And
So the hardest would be like Cincy and Colorado, Boston, Baltimore, Milwaukee are the top 5. So Cincy has 6 games against the Dodgers, 7 against the Cubs, 6 against the Brewers, 3 against the Phillies, 6 against the Mets, 3 versus the Blue Jays.
so I mean, just looking at that to you guys' point, the Red Sox, who made a run on the division, they have one of the tougher schedules for the remainder of the year. And Kevin, you'd like to hear this? Milwaukee's up there too, with 5th.
Yeah, the Cubs are down towards the bottom.
Yeah. Mets is the 7th hardest, which is in Phillies' favor, especially when we're down 17. Yankees are right behind us at 18. So I think that'll play a little bit of a toll into kind of if there is any movement in the divisions. As Cameron mentioned, the Dodgers and Detroit are down towards the bottom of 25 and 26. So I don't see them changing much. Astros at the 29th worst or easiest, Cubs at the 28th. So, and San Diego is 27th. So I think even some of these teams that are kind of in contention, their strength of schedule is going to kind of help them. Yeah, Cleveland actually has the 30th. So maybe they go on a run, even though we're trying to trade for half their people. Yeah, Kenny, you're right. Those have easiest. Let's see. Tyler said trade deadline will impact that as well. I still think Cleveland is better than their record. Yeah, I mean that's one of those things of with them expanding the playoffs. Like how many teams still think that they have a shot? They don't necessarily want to sell at the trade deadline. Yeah, I mean we'll see. Got 2 weeks left before the trade deadline, so see if there's some movement. I said, well done, Cam. That was quick.
Yeah. Shout out Google.
Yeah.
And every other website that does all the research.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I'll take it. Kenny said, yeah, trade deadline could be huge since besides Boston having a meltdown, there haven't been a ton of moves. Tim said he would love Class A. Tim, did you see or did you hear the rumors about Stephen Kwan also? talk about the Phillies going after both.
I need another beer. A quick hour drive south, bro.
Yep. Come on down. We'll carve out 5 minutes for soccer talk. We can talk about the pitch. Or we can just have Lindsay get you in.
What are you guys drinking on tonight? Anything fun? Anyone? I know it's a Monday night, so it ain't the easiest to drink on, but
Yeah, Tim, you got a monkey in your hand? Kenny said you guys want the Quan Class A deal. I mean, it depends on what you have to give up. If you're giving up like your top 3 prospects for those two, I don't know. Because I mean, I don't think Class A has actually been necessarily as reliable as we would hope. Quan would give you a better outfielder than what we currently have. But I mean, we were talking about it earlier. I don't know if you were on at the time, but you know, Crawford's actually been playing pretty well down in the minors, especially against left-handed pitching. Maybe you DFA Kepler because it's clearly not working out, and you bring him up, give him a shot, and do a platoon with him and Kim. Problem is you only have 2-week window before the trade deadline, so they probably should have did something like that, you know, weeks ago.
all right, Raleigh. Slow it down, bro.
Well, Kevin said he's got some Graffiti Highway double IPA. Work is not going to go my best tomorrow.
Tim's sober tonight.
Yeah. Long weekend? Yeah, I feel you there.
You're down in Miami. How was Morganwell and Timbo? Did you enjoy yourself? I know you were having yourself a blast at the bar the night before.
We still got stuff here. Sure.
No, it's 4 games with the Braves. Yep, that one series is longest ago.
Sure. To right-handed.
Off the wall. Shit. That's
Hang up.
sure.
Here. You understood him.
Tim said, yeah, it was awesome. Just leaving was crazy. Didn't allow ride shares. Within what felt like miles in the stadium. Yeah, I've had those things before too. That's very frustrating. We got to walk like a mile and a half just to get to your ride shares. Kevin's elite stadium, Wrigley Field, you have to do something similar. You have to drive, or you have to walk ways from the stadium to get picked up. I get it, just so there's not a lot of cars and stuff just sitting around the ballpark, but it's just frustrating. to walk.
Stay in. All right, so he's going to end up around 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna give 18. Well, so he jumps down, and like 2 seconds later, he's gonna walk back over here and blind, get back up.
Yeah.
So it's the Phroads. So we still have. Because he's only gonna have to pick whatever is here.
Okay.
Unless he goes on like a 10 run. He's going to go on Taylor and then Caminero.
That's 48 home runs to play with. That's 3-4 outs. So unless he gets to 30, that's probably.
Basically doubling his with 3 outs. Yeah, they're talking about the Hard Rock Stadium and having to walk to get anywhere.
We're just running a boat, Tim.
You're short. God, I don't blame those kids getting out of the way. Well, if you can catch fly balls, they don't really do.
Down.
Yeah. I can sit my fat ass down in the seats. Hey, there's a Phillips fan.
Yep.
You guys keeping a tally? How many times Doc's jumped down and jump back up, and Doc jump down and jump back up?
Definitely over the amount of home runs that Jazz Chisholm hit.
100%.
It looks fucking grilled up there.
Uh huh.
It's gone. Go around and find it. There you go. So nothing for that.
That's ugly, by the way.
I like that cool box. That deal they're done with.
Not a huge fan of those at all.
Bumper's putting on a show, though. I didn't think he would get this far in the Derby. 18. All right, Caminero.
So consistency there.
54 total.
Funnier thing is he had more time in the first round. That was his lowest output, right?
Yeah, he also switched sides and barely got in. 17. Got by less than an inch or something like that. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. And then the second. Is it Martin?
That's what Skiing does in his free time. He just goes out there and throws at bottles in the woods.
Yeah. Thinking of sequels, Naked Gun actually looks funny.
Yeah, basically.
Liam Neeson.
Ethan.
And then his Yankees robe and hat. That's me for sure.
It's like one.
Hey, chat. What do you guys think? Camera are going to win this thing, or is the big dumper holding them off? It'd be sick if Cameron won, just so that actually like win some money. But
I lost one on the first.
I think the bet so far, I'll be up like 10 bucks. If Cameron wins, I'll be up like. Yeah, lost. Kevin's got the pencil.
Croc will be with you, Kev. Great minds. I guys think of the All-Star game tomorrow. What do you think's going to happen? Who's going to win? Scores. MVP selections.
That's a home run hitter. That's exactly what you want to hit the ball. Left side of that left center field gap. He's got that in front of him. I think so far today, he should have been the one that's got that.
Because Cameron.
He's got all. Caminero. Does he have Jazz Chisholm?
You have 23 bombs this season. 60 RBIs, 252 average. He's cold coming in the Derby. 5 for 28 in the last week.
Is this going to spark him?
Raleigh was 3 for 22 with 3 home runs last week.
Tyler says NL wins tomorrow 4-2.
It's fair, Tyler.
Any MVP predictions?
That Kev says PCA.
Yep. You also think the NL is going to win, Kev?
Yeah,
I would assume with them being MVP, but okay, you go like 4 for 4.
Let's see prediction tomorrow night, Kev. All-Star game. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Good too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's good. What? Sam just fucking robbed him?
They can't.
Hey, he better count that, you fucking shithead. The fuck, man? It's all about the fucking me show out there in the outfield.
Taylor Robson.
Dickhead. Let me pick him out. Where's the fat unathletic ones that can't catch?
They're sitting right here on the couch.
Yeah.
Vegas called that kid.
So that dude can't manage a little thing. Let's see. I don't know that much. That dude's much of a kid. But come on, Cameron.
Did you bet on his name?
No, I bet on because he had better odds. I like the way he was swinging in the first round.
Yeah. Heard it was Griffey-esque.
Yes. Also true. Come on, boy. I want you at 16 before we go to the bonus.
Good. 3. Catch.
Good breath, bud.
27 seconds. 3 pitches. Now you can take a breath. There it is. There it is. Fastest swing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he's got to get 3 in the bonus round.
4.
Tie?
4 times.
Oh, 18. Okay.
Man,
All right. So Tyler says schemes for MVP. He'll strike out 4. 2 no-hit innings. This prediction will age like an oak that side. Still don't like that.
hey, MLB loves their fucking young pitchers, man. Watch Mizorowski get MVP. He's going to come in,
He will
give up one hit
to
to
justify.
103 miles an hour, and then he'll be MVP.
Yeah, exactly. Even to close the game out. Still don't like that they changed the All-Star game to be meaningless. I like that it dictated who had home field. I like that too, Kev. I thought that was unique, and
The only thing about that was because the fan vote meant so much that it didn't make sense. The way they changed the voting now to where they actually have like managerial, like and player votes that dictate it, I think helps a little bit to get it back to where it made it be meaningful. But at the end of the day, the best team in the regular season deserves home field.
that was impressive. I like your comment, Kev. Braun getting MVP because it's ESPN broadcast.
There were some shows that just got canceled off. Was it Fox Sports?
Yeah, Emmanuel Acho and
Yeah, I think that's the one that Shady was doing too. Speak for yourself or whatever.
And yeah, but he's got his podcast.
Yeah.
Conversation.
So the LeBron news ain't been hitting like it used to.
I got under that one.
Come on, dude. So none of us know what you're talking about, but you're gonna have to give more detail on that one.
I thought it was a crazy upset, Kev.
Straight. Heck, dude. God damn it. Bastard.
We get another bonus.
I don't think you can. They go on a 3-round streak. I don't know where else you wanted, but that was right on the middle. Nope. No doubt. Cam loses another bet. That kid. He got in his head. Piece of shit.
Why are they?
They've got to be family friends. They're all wearing Raleigh jerseys.
Yeah.
All right. Congrats, Big Dumper.
Chelsea versus Paris Saint Germain at Meadowlands for $50 million. So why do they play soccer at the Meadowlands? They can barely play football.
Well, it was cup they did. I think they were all on the stage.
Oh, I get it. Why are you playing on turf? Shitty ass turf field.
They changed it. They put in grass.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, they did it for the fucking NFL season.
Aaron Rodgers gone now.
It's the worst goddamn stadium out there. Never bet against a man who was nicknamed Big Dumper.
There's a fucking fan, I'm telling you. Fuck that kid.
You're right, Kenny. Vegas called him in.
Let's get out there giving up
The soccer
change.
makes more money. This is true. It is the world's sport. It's not the United States sport.
Let's go for help Dunker family though.
Half an inch. So that could have been worker.
By every half counts.
Yeah. For that chat, your half inch counts.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep. Appreciate it. Again, look, our next episode will probably be record next Monday. So try to have it up Tuesday at some point. Appreciate
Cheers, guys.
comments, questions, and feedback. So see you guys.
Thank you all.